All right. Thanks, guys, for hopping on. I'm glad you guys are here. We got a couple of fun people who are going to be sharing with us. So I'm going to do a super quick introduction. My name is Michelle Rose. I have been on my incredible health journey now for almost my 7-year mark is like next week, I think. So I'm really excited. Anniversaries are fun. Those kinds of anniversaries, especially. Who cares about getting married? Whatever. I love him. It's okay. So a quick story about me. I actually was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder when I was 15 years old. And while it has absolutely rocked my world and controlled pretty much everything to do with my life over the last handful of years, when I got diagnosed, I actually was like, oh, phew. I had no idea what they diagnosed me with because all I heard was, you don't have cancer. Everything else was like, wah, wah, wah. It was like, cool, I'm not dying. It's fine. Fast forward, I actually realized what I was diagnosed with and that it being an autoimmune disorder, and that actually is something that they say that you can't heal from. It is something you deal with all your life. Your body attacks, it does the opposite of what it's supposed to do, where it attacks the healthy things. And so I have lived with a lot of chronic digestion issues that are very, very embarrassing and painful and all of the above. And part of me starting on this journey was getting on top of all of those things because I couldn't live like that anymore. It turned into so many other things. Of my hair was falling out in clumps. I could not fall asleep without drugging myself to sleep. That's not normal or good. I was addicted to carbs and sugars. I was having horrific, painful cystic breakouts. I was not happy. I had no energy throughout the day, and I was not living my best life. I wasn't really living much of a life, I didn't feel like, at that point. So I learned about gut health, and I was like, what can I do to fix this? And I jumped in, and my life has completely changed. I do still have an autoimmune disorder, but I kind of forget about it sometimes, which is nice. I like that. Instead of it always play, like everything throughout my day was like, oh, that's there, that's still there. This is miserable. And I don't live like that anymore. So I'm super, super thankful. I am going to turn it over real quick to Leslie, and she's going to share a little bit of her story with us.
Hey everybody, my name is Leslie Bowling, and I actually don't remember how long have I been on Plexus, Michelle. It's been a good
Started in July, I think. So
July,
almost
7.
7 months.
Yeah, about 7 months or so. So for me, what my health struggles were, I had been diagnosed with anemia from a very, very young age, actually. My blood sugar would drop just at any random point during the day if I didn't eat right, or if I did anything wrong, I would faint. Just in the middle of the day, I've fainted in the woods. I've fainted on an airplane. That's a story for another day. I have fainted so many times throughout my life because nobody could get my blood sugar levels and blood pressure under control, right? And so I was told every time, just take these iron supplements, just take these iron supplements. It's going to help. You know how many years I've been on iron supplements from Walmart and they did absolutely nothing. The other thing was that I would like, the cold would affect me differently. I would just feel by about 12 or 1 o'clock, I would be dead. Like I would wake up early, get my day going, but by 12 o'clock, I was like, I can't even do this anymore because my blood pressure was so low all the time. This was a daily thing. Another thing that I struggled with growing up since I was 14, my face was covered in acne. And when I say covered, oh my gosh. And I tried every topical, every possible treatment out there, proactive, like you name it, and nothing worked, right? And so I met Michelle on an airplane coming from 2 different places, going to totally 2 different places. And she told me about this wonderful brand that she works for. And I was like, And at first I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Then eventually I finally dove in, and I was absolutely shocked how between the first 3 days of me taking the products and getting this journey started, I had no more issues. Like my blood sugar problem, we don't know her. Absolutely gone. And even sometimes, like sometimes I'll feel like it wants to drop a little bit, but then all I have to do is drink it active and I'm fine. It's all good. So whatever is in these magical products right here, they just they give me that energy that I need and they just changed my life forever. I don't get sick like I used to. My blood pressure doesn't drop every day. It's not really a concern. And like Michelle said a minute ago, it's something that was a daily concern and now I almost forget that it was there. And it's just like, oh, it's not really that big of a struggle anymore, and it's been really wonderful to see that and to see some of my friends' results. I heard from my grandmother just this morning. She started her products about on Sunday, and she was lactose intolerant for so long, and she's like, Leslie, I had a glass of milk this morning and I didn't go straight to the bathroom. I was like, no way. And she's like, I had a taco with spicy salsa on it and I didn't go to the bathroom. Like, she would have so many problems. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So just to see what it's done for me and what it's doing for my family and friends and just all these stories that I keep hearing, it's just so inspiring. And my life has been changed forever. No joke. It's been a super fun journey. I'm excited to continue. So
I
yeah.
love it. I love hearing about your grandma. That's adorable.
Isn't that fun? She called me today crying because she was so happy.
Oh, I love it. I love it so
Yeah.
much. Okay, Jermaine, do you want to share with us for a minute? Technical difficulties. Hold the
Yeah.
phone. Literally, hold the phone. I'm so
Okay, I can do it, you guys. I'm only in my 40s. That's really cool listening to your story about the blood sugar because like the pink drink is a lot of disorders is blood sugar that I'm learning about, like PCOS, all these like autoimmune diseases. And it's crazy listening to someone who was so directly affected by just that simple, blood sugar. But super cool. Thanks for sharing. So my name's Jermaine. I'm actually a friend of Michelle's. We did not meet on a plane, although she has a couple stories of friends from planes. So that's really awesome. I got to start talking on planes more. But so anyways, we know each other because we're doing some of this stuff together for the rest of the year. But so my story started about 2 years ago. I was a 10-year stay-at-home mom turned into a firefighter. I pursued fire for about 5 years. And so by the time I did all the training, all the back to college, all the stuff, I got hired and had about a year probation. And I just worked my butt off to get hired. And honestly, like food and everything was kind of like, just don't worry about it, right? Just get through your probation so you're hired. So I got through probation. I gained 40 pounds from being a firefighter. But some other things started happening. I started experiencing depression and anxiety for the first time. My hair started falling out, like all the hormone issues, wasn't sleeping well, had sugar cravings, horrible low energy towards the end or towards midday and towards the end of the day. And I had actually heard of Plexus and the pink drink for about 6 years before I actually said yes. And I always said no because I always ate healthy. I had a 6-pack. I was training CrossFit and doing all the things. I'm like, I don't need a pink drink. I'm healthy. I'm good. But anyways, when I started experiencing that, and then my sister tried it. And then when she tried it, I was like, okay, well, if you're trying it, I'll try it. So honestly, I tried it, got my order in, and the next day is like the first day I had woke up with a smile on my face in like a really long time, which was a big deal for me because I was experiencing like depression and anxiety and stuff. And I've been taking it for about 2 years. I've lost about 20 pounds. I still think I struggle a little bit with like cortisol levels because of my work and I don't sleep and there's a lot of stressful calls that we go on, but it is like helped me tremendously in where I was. So can't recommend them more than I do, because I just absolutely love that I am not that mom that sat on the couch every day when she got home from work for like a day or two because I was just done. It's like now I have that energy to like interact with my kids and do all the mom things that I want to do. And then they deserve that kind of mom too. So yeah.
I love it. That was my biggest driving force. I didn't talk about this. When I started, I was a brand new mom and I was, sitting there looking at my baby, barely able to get off the couch. And all I could think was, my baby doesn't deserve this. Like, she doesn't know any better. Like, she's a baby, but how, like, is this going to be mom's life? That's not okay. Not okay. So I turned that around. So I wanted to highlight some of our products real quick. We've heard a couple different pink drink drops. So this is the famous pink drink. It's super cool because it comes in these little packets. So I have them, in the car, in the purse, in the diaper bag, in the everywhere on my desk, apparently. And so they're easy to take with you. And all you do is you open it up, mix it into your water, and shake it up and you drink it, and it makes you feel amazing. The main thing this helps do is balance your blood sugar, which is your master hormone. Insulin affects every system of our body. And so if you're like, I want to feel better, guess what? Right here. Things that a lot of people notice when they start drinking it is less cravings, more energy, that crash, that 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. or that midday crash. It goes away. Not passing out on airplanes is a pro of it.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Luckily, I wasn't on that plane. Well, I don't know if that's luckily. I would have helped her, but that wasn't the plane I met her on.
That would have been one heck of a story.
Right. It helps with digestion, mood. I say it's helped save my children's life, to be honest with you, because I've turned into a nice mom when I drink it. It helps with sleep, mental clarity. Like, the list is kind of endless. Inflammation. So this is kind of like a magical cure for life in a little packet. It also can help with detoxing and like detoxing heavy metals and that kind of stuff. So this is amazing. And we like to pair it in a system called the triplex. So it's got our pink drink and these guys. So these are capsules. These guys work very synergistically together, as well as the pink drink, but these guys are like hand in hand. And I have a good little way to describe it that makes sense. So the ProBio 5 is a probiotic. It has 5 different probiotics in there, but it's cool because it also has 2 other specialties besides probiotic. It's a 3-in-1. It has digestive enzymes, which it's really important to break down your food so your body can absorb all of those nutrients. Food is essential for us to live. We cannot survive if we do not put food in our body. Okay, so breaking it down with those digestive enzymes is incredible, but it also has a yeast overgrowth killer. We're not meant to have high amounts of yeast in our body, and most of us do, almost all of us do, because of the lovely American lifestyle full of processed carbohydrates, sugars, stress, antibiotics, medications, lack of sleep. All of that kind of stuff feeds that yeast, and that leads to lots and lots and lots and lots of health issues. And if you have that yeast overgrowth, your body actually can't absorb your probiotics. It's pretty much you're paying for expensive poo-poo if you're taking probiotics and you're not addressing the underlying yeast issue. Okay, so this guy is like my best friend. It also is phenomenal for sleep, skin issues, all of that kind of stuff, digestion, immune system. Actually I had it backwards. This is the probiotic. This is the BioCleanse. It doesn't matter. They're capsules. The BioCleanse, it helps regulate your digestive system. So you're having regular bowel movements. That's really important for also getting rid of any toxins, getting rid of that excess yeast as well. This is also great for things like muscle contraction and sleep and mood and that kind of stuff as well. The main ingredient in here is required for over 300 different processes of our body, and 90% of us are deficient in it. So super, super, super important. It's also really like a pro for like electrolytes. So making sure that you are hydrated and that kind of stuff. So a great way to describe these is cleaning the toilet. I hate doing it, but it needs to be done, right? that gets real nasty. So the ProBio 5 comes in and it is basically like your cleaner and your scrubber. You don't just put cleaner in there. All of those ads that you can just put a cleaner in and wash away, like walk away. Come on. Like, I don't even want to know what kind of chemicals are in there if you don't have to actually put some elbow grease in. Not going to be in my toilet. So this comes in, it's your cleaner, it's your scrubber. And then this comes in and you don't just leave all the things. So you don't just scrub it and leave it sitting there. Like, you got to get rid of the junk. You got to flush it down. This is the flush action. So they work together to clean your digestive system. And that helps with not having to clean your toilet as much too, if you think about it. Healthy poo, guys. So this is kind of the best place to start, but we add things too, kind of depending on various different health struggles, needs, goals, that kind of thing. But these are pretty much the underlying start for all of it. And then we can add on to help support you. I have a setup of a lot of the things back there. So that's a quick overview. My daughter just walked in with my order for the month too. So that's fun. Yeah, take it inside, baby girl. So if you're sitting there thinking, I would love to feel better, look better, be confident in my skin, all of those things, we help with that. We help give you that hope that you can do that. Go ahead and get with the person that invited you to this call, and they can help figure out the exact system for you to get started with to give those things. What we do focus on is healing the body. Go inside right now, please. Healing the body. And that takes time. So we do always want to make sure that you realize this is not a quick fix. We are not selling you the magic pill, because we would be multi-billionaires or whatever. I'd be richer than Bill Gates if I had the magic pill, because everyone wants it. But we're also not selling you a Band-Aid like of a pharmaceutical Band-Aid that's just gonna boop, you're fixed. You really aren't, because if you take that Band-Aid off, guess what? You're back to where you started. So we actually want to heal your body, not take off, not do a Band-Aid, that kind of thing. So time is important. And I recommend you being committed to the process of what this is going to do. I've been on these for 7 years and it has been the most incredible 7-year journey. I started noticing a difference in the first few weeks, and it just kept building and building and building and building, because I knew if I didn't commit to what this was going to do, then there was no point. There's no point in me trying it for a month and not fully committing, because it was going to take time for my 20 years plus of healing that I needed my body to go through. So thank you so much for getting on and listening to us share and be silly all at the same time. Appreciate your time. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and enjoy your night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.